Hey Pop Culture Pals, I'm here with another unboxing. All I know about this box is it is Highlander. And I have got some amazing things to show you because I have a little bit of an idea what's in this box, but not completely. Again, I bought it on an auction that I saw some of the items, not everything, so we're gonna take a look, and then I have another really special item to add at the end. It was a really weird, I had two different auctions this week that had Highlander things. There was actually a third auction that I really wanted. It was a beautiful Highlander press kit, but alas, I didn't get that one. Here's what I did get. Again, I mostly as a rescue, I love old television things, and some of this doesn't have a lot of value if you're looking at this as a, hey, I could buy it and resell myself, but we'll see. Part of the reason is there are things like this. So this is Highlander, the screensaver. Remember when we needed screensavers for our computers? So again, I think if you're a collector, I think if you're a collector of this show, this is a really fun item to have in your collection. There's a couple of these in here. That one, not that one, hang on. Again, I took a little quickie look, but not at everything. This one is a screensaver also. And these are completely sealed. So for your PC or Mac. And then these, I'm not sure, this one is a game, I think. Highlander the Watcher Chronicles. Well, it's actually not so much a game, it's kind of, I think it looks like it's sort of a book. I don't know, this was a thing, my son had some stuff like this when he was a kid. Over 500 screens of information divided into 9 different books. So it's kind of kind of like those DK books. It's a wiki on Highlander, but in computer form, where you can click on things and dig around and look at stuff. Behind the scenes information, the cast and crew, yeah, sword types, cool stuff. And again, sealed. And the last one like that is the Watcher Chronicles. Now includes season 1 through 11. 800 screens of information in 9 different books. So similar concept, again, kind of a behind the scenes sort of wiki where you can dig around. The Watcher Personnel book tells you about the men and women who have devoted their lives to recording the activities of the immortals. Fun. Yeah, it looks really neat. Again, sealed, the plastic's coming off on this one, but it's never been used. The other item that is really hit and miss are VHS tapes. So we have this one, which is Highlander the series. Oh yeah, so I remember these. If you look at the side, these were designed that when you had them all, they spelled the word Highlander on the side. So again, tricky to sell if you don't have all of them, but maybe somebody wants one, they're missing from their collection. They are sealed, and these are a couple of episodes, The Gathering and Family Tree. And we have this Highlander Renegade version, the direct Highlander 2, the director's cut, VHS, completely sealed. This is a movie, I'm assuming. Yep, Sean Connery, Christopher Lambert. So this is the movie Highlander, sealed, VHS. Here's another one from what appears to be a different series because the color's different, but you can see that's the H from the beginning of the word Highlander, Homeland, and Brother in Arms. This one is open. And again, we'll probably put these together and see if somebody wants them for their collection. Pretty cool. Again, more as a collectible, I think, than anything else because, again, everything I just showed you is pretty old school. This, I feel like, is my money back no matter what. This is a Highlander t-shirt. I'll get a little closer on the tag. Highlander official product, extra large, very cool design. I'm not gonna take it out of the bag, but I think you can get a good idea of the image. And if you're a fan, you're probably familiar with the image. Completely new in the bag. That was the one reason I really wanted to get this lot, was because I saw that. That one is called the Oval Crest. This is Highlander Quickening Steps. Again, official tag. And I can't get a good grasp of the image. It looks like paper's flying, and a Highlander, is he appearing? Maybe in appearing. He's got a sword in his hand, and then a really nice logo with the sword underneath. Excellent. I did know that there were some calendars, and I'm seeing something now in the box I did not know was in the box. What is this? What is this? Look at this. Oh, it's the same logo. Hang on, let me open it. I know there's a little bit of glare here. I'm shooting straight down. I don't normally do. So this is, it's a keychain. Highlander, there can be only one. And then the back, 100. So I don't know if that's representative of the Highlander or if it's like the 100th episode or something. I'm sure I'll be able to find more about it, but that is very nice. That's a very nice piece. Beautiful keychain, good metal, heavy weight. Somebody's gonna want that. That's lovely. All right, next up we have Highlander 1998-99 calendar, 18-month calendar. And so a lot of times old calendars like this do have value from people who really want the photos, because look at these. They're beautiful still images from the show. Oh my, that's a scary looking image. I can't quite, or sexy looking image. Okay. I didn't quite get the full idea of what was going on there, but okay, they're having fun, or well, she is anyway. I don't know about him. And that nice big sort of centerfold in the middle. Oh, hello. That doesn't look like Highlander. Not the version of there's Highlander that I know. Lovely. Oh, scary. Yeah, nice. So this is a super calendar. Doesn't look like it has any writing in it. That's great. I'm trying to make a pile here of something else I need to show you in a bit. And what do we have here? So this is the 1999 Highlander catalog. Let me get you a little bit closer. Bring you down a little bit here. Oop. So 1999 calendar. Let's take that out temporarily. Oh, so this is all of the cool Highlander stuff you can buy. Sorry, now I think I brought you down a little too far. Let's get this back up again. Hang on a sec. Hold on. We're going to take a little ride. There we go. This was in there. This is nice. It's a little messed up, sadly, on the bottom, but it's a nice color, glossy print. Probably came in a fan club kit. And then, as I said, the 1999 catalog. There's the rings, shirts. Oh, look at that tartan. That's beautiful. Wow, coats. This is amazing. I had no idea there was this much. Oh, here's that 100th. Oh, it was 100th episode. There it is as a jacket. So that's what that keychain was. It was a commemorative piece of the 100th episode. Boy, they went all out. These are beautiful jackets and things. Super duper. So it looks like the shirts were about $20-some. This is back in 1999. I don't know if there's still a Highlander calendar out there. I'm thinking probably not. I mean, catalog. What have we got here? Oh, these are more of those. Oh, these are lovely. Again, what a nice surprise. I didn't know these were going to be in the box. Just big, giant, glossy photos that I'm assuming, let me see if I can turn them over. Oh, here we go. That I'm guessing, again, they feel like they came in some kind of a portfolio. Because they're so large, they feel like some kind of portfolio you would have bought. Oh, that's frightening. But a rooftop there. Nice. And, oh, ouch. It's got an arrow in his backside. I was just watching The Librarians this week about Cupid, about a girl getting control of Cupid's arrows. Funny. The new Librarians, if you're a Highlander fan, I think you'll like the new Librarians. It's a little silly in spots, but it's really lots of fun. That's another 1999 catalog. It's the same one. What's this? Some papers. Let's see what we got here. A bunch of catalogs. Congratulations and welcome to this exciting new Highlander program. By ordering the Gathering, you've taken your first step to a rewarding experience. You've received the Gathering, the premiere episode of the Highlander, the series. You've also received an additional bonus behind-the-scenes video of making of Highlander and blooper reel. Oh, I wonder if those are in here. Every 2 to 4 weeks, you will receive 2 tapes with 2 episodes. Oh, so this was like a Highlander club that you would get. And this is just all the letters each time that came with it. Okay. Oh, are these all? I hope these aren't all 1999s. Oh, they are. Well, that's kind of a little bit odd. Oh, look, at another same calendar. That seems odd. Unless, I wonder if this person, like, sold at a convention or something. It seems odd they would have so many of the same. Don't forget, when you complete the program, you get a choice of free Highlander dagger or $50 gift certificate. That dagger's pretty cool. Maybe they were like a seller of, oh yeah, look, they're all the same. Oh, no, here we go. So this is more of those photos. Wow. That. Oh, that's pretty. Again, lots of glare. Very glossy, very, very glossy. Huh. Well, I'll have to do some research to figure out what's happening here. It almost feels like this person was maybe a seller, maybe at a convention or somewhere, because they had these set up with the catalog and then the pictures or the calendar or the pictures. Beautiful. I like that one. Sweet. Yeah, I'm really perplexed. I'll have to, when I go through the catalog, maybe I'll be able to figure it out. I'm very perplexed by why these pictures are tucked in. There's that same one, and why there were like multiples of the same calendar. Okay, more videos. So let me just make sure there's nothing else underneath. Now we're gonna just shift these over. So the majority of this box, so this did come from ShopGoodwill, and I think the reason most people didn't want to buy it was because the majority of it was VHS tapes. And so even if they wanted those shirts, which were definitely the most valuable thing in the box, they didn't want to pay to ship VHS. But so again, there's that Highlander. So I guess each season must be different colors. So again, put these together, they spell out Highlander. Let's see if I can find more than one that does it. This one's, oh, that's the Renegade Director's Cut again. Prophecy and the End of Innocence. Oh, it's another H. I've got all the beginning ones. Highlander bloopers. That's fun. I did know the bloopers exist, and I looked them up. They actually don't sell for quite a lot. I'm kind of surprised because it seems really fun. Highlander duels. Okay, see, there you go. Here's part of that. You can see where it would start to spell something. And this is Highlander. Oh, this is the behind the scenes video that it mentioned. Cool. That's fun. And again, completely sealed. And let's just get those out of the way. And there's a couple more. Highlander bloopers. Okay. Interesting. This is another episodes, the Samurai and Line of Fire. That one is that we have the picture from that. And another episode. This is actually the same as the other one we had, the Watchers and Studies in Light. So again, I find it really interesting. Oh, I almost lost. There's more stuff down here. I do find it really interesting that the person, again, who had this collection, had multiples, which is again what's making me feel like, and sealed multiples, which was making me feel like it's a dealer. And again, if you had seen the other set that sadly I didn't win, there was a lot of fan club stuff and things in that. Okay, well, we'll have to dig to the bottom to make sure, but there is this. Look at this. Highlander 1998. Can't read the top. The something or other. Highlander 1998. And Highlander made in Canada. Sorry, it's a, I'm gonna have to take it out of the bag. It's a necklace, but the way it's curled, I can't get to the charm. Oh, it's off its, and this necklace, it says, oops, sorry, Highlander, and it just comes with like a cord to put it on. That's also very cool. So I'm thinking, again, the money here could be in the jewelry. The jewelry's pretty nice, especially if it was items that you only got if you belong to this club. You would think the blooper tape would be the thing, but it isn't. Oh, this is sealed, so I can't get it. Oh, maybe it says the celebration. Oh, this is a convention. Yeah, this is cool. I think it says the Celebration Highlander Official Convention. I believe it says 1998. So that's really excellent. I love that. I love convention things, and that's particularly nice. Very cool. So I do want to show you one last thing that I got, oddly, completely independently of this order. So I was on another, so this came from ShopGoodwill. I was on a Whatnot auction, and the auction was a person who had been a video editor in television, but she was a big fan of X-Files and Highlander. So she had a lot of fanish things, including some shirts, which sadly I never saw and didn't get. But what she had was this. Now, I can get this in here for you. I'll be honest, I probably overpaid for this because I thought it was something that it wasn't. Let me show you where I was intrigued. So I love to buy behind the scenes stuff from television and movies. So this notebook had things like this in it. This we saw. So this is a script that has been annotated for editing. So this woman was an editor in television. And so my assumption was that this was that she had actually edited the vampire episode of Highlander. So it's got things like this. This is the camera, the various scene lists. So this is where they were saying about whether they thought it was a good piece, the lens they used, whether, you know, how it moves. Basically everything an editor would need to decide which cut to use. And then it also had daily shooting log, a Foley log, that's all the sound effects, body falling on the bed, hammer down on the table, a music log of all the music used in the episode. So pretty much, again, everything, wild sounds, everything the person who needs an editor to put together an episode of any TV show, in this case, Highlander's episode, The Vampire. So even though this was, I could tell that this had been copied, I still thought this could be an official working notebook because, again, you would get a copy. They would, whoever wrote this out originally would make a copy of it to give to everybody. It is a little suspicious that all this handwriting is very specific and a little too clean and neat. That was a little bit of a giveaway, but again, I only got to look at it very quickly on the auction before I bid. And I probably bid it up into the $20-some range. And now if you get in here, you start to realize why this isn't what I thought it was, because this is a list of basic terms like media, medium shot, multimedia, things that any TV professional editor would know, and you wouldn't have anything like that. And also the whole script is not in here. So what this turns out to be, which is still pretty cool, but it makes the value really weird, is a program called Highlander Uncut. And from my research, what this apparently was that in the 90s, I guess, if you wanted to be an editor on television or a movie, the best way, obviously, to get experience would be to actually work with real scenes filmed from a show. So I'm sure you're all aware that, you know, what you see on television is just a fraction of what was actually filmed. They take multiple takes of each scene, different directions, you know, close-up, far shot, all these things. And the editor works with the director and puts it all together to create the best vision of that particular story. So I guess what this was is that a company called Uncut, I guess, was working with one of the Adobe editing softwares, and they created these packages where you would get a disc of scenes from, in this case, Highlander episode, The Vampire, and all of this paperwork and editing software. And what it was is then you used your skill and you learned by cutting an actual few minutes of the episode together, working with real footage and real stuff. So not just made up, but actual real things. And then in this case, you could submit this, as you see here, the editing challenge, to the Uncut challenge, and you could win a chance to go on the Highlander set, which is pretty darn cool. And the way I understand this, I read it, is that the company had intended to do this with a lot of different TV shows. So again, you have to remember this is where internet, you could just go online and stream a show or download clips and everything. But even that, you don't get the raw footage. So this was a way to get raw footage from a television show to as close as you were going to get to duplicating the work you would do if you actually worked on a television show. I mean, it's an amazing idea. Somebody must still do this. I've never heard of it, but I'm not in that field. But yeah, pretty cool. So here's the downside. Somebody has this set online for about $150, but they have the original. What this appears to be is that somebody, bought the set and created a copy for their friend who was a Highlander fan. So even though, and ironically, she happened to be an editor. And so maybe that's why they thought, oh, this is funny, and to do it. And the reason we know this is that the notebook is a blank notebook. The actual one that came when you bought the software had the uncut logo on the front. So this notebook is not that notebook. Also, it does not have the software. We don't have the disc with the film or any of that. So this is purely what you see. It's copied pages from this challenge. Now, having said all of that, I still think it's pretty cool because if you are a fan of the show, it's a really neat look behind the scenes at, actual paperwork, actual script pages, what goes into making an episode, which I think is amazing. As much as I even know about what goes into editing, to putting together a TV show, like I look at this and just go, oh my God, so much information. The fact that somebody takes all this, adds in all those sound effects and the music cues and gets them all in the right place, it's wild. So I think there is value in it. I think it's really fun. It's a super look behind the scenes at TV in general and Highlander specifically. So if you're somebody who is toying with being an editor and just wants to sort of own a piece of that world, particularly if you're a Highlander fan, I think it's great for that. Being what it is, I am probably going to resell it. When I thought it was a full real script and all that, I probably wouldn't have, but this one is probably going to go up for sale on eBay. Along with quite a few of these items, a few of them we'll be keeping for ourselves. Like always, how I pay for everything. Keep my favorites and turn on the rest. So that's what I have for you this today, is a Highlander collection. So in the comments, why don't you let me know, are you a Highlander fan? I'm assuming if you clicked on this video, you must have some knowledge of the show. Does any of this excite you? Is any of this, ooh, that's so cool? And can you explain these pictures? Were they part of a fan club or a regular monthly newsletter that came out? I would love to hear your thoughts and any information you might have about these items. In the meantime, that's what I've got for today. And I've still got more boxes coming in, more things to unbox, more pop culture treasures to explore.